Welcome back to Dead Panic. It's been a couple of days, but here we are back again. We have an absolute mountain of zombies on their way into the cabin and attacking our players. We have one of the radio pieces that Sandra has picked up. There's a couple more out in the clearing that we have to get to. Unfortunately, we're a bit hamstrung this turn because Al and Sandra only get one action because of a horrible event card last time. But Father Michael gets two, so we're starting off with Al. Al's sitting in here with Father Michael. He gets one action. Oh boy. Alright, we're going to zoom down. We're going to get to his one action. Let's see what he wants to do. Alright, well, Father Michael wants to stay alive, and so does Al. So they're going to try and get out of the way of some of these nasty critters coming at him. And Al's just going to use his one action. He's going to move in here with the Shambler. Now, why did he do that? Well, he has to attack the Shambler, or the Shambler basically attacks him. He has to defend himself. He's going to use the Tire Iron. +1 to melee rolls, and you get damage a zombie for 1 point. So, he's going to go ahead and he's going to roll up a couple of dice, and he needs a 7 or better because he gets +1, and he ends up getting a 9. He takes the Shambler out. That's actually really good, and now he's in that spot by himself. Alright, and next up will be Father Michael. Now, Father Michael has 2 actions, so he's not limited. He's right here. I moved the wrong, sorry. Let's move Al in instead of Father Michael. Father Michael's turn now. He has 2 actions. The first action he's going to do is he's going to give Sandra an action. And that's his special ability. So Sandra's going to move 1 space right here, which is good. And that's it. No, Father Michael has 1 more action. With Father Michael's 1 more action, he's going to move over here with Al. They're all trying to stay out of the way of the mass of zombies coming at him. Which takes us to Sandra, who's up here. We're going to readjust the camera. She's got 1 action left. Alright, Sandra's got 1 action, and she's going to pick up the radio piece for her 1 action. She has 2 radio pieces not put together. She has a club and a pipe wrench, so she's carrying 4 items basically. She can carry 5. We're all good. Except for the fact that now the bait token is going to move down to Father Michael, and we have the lovely event cards. We're going to zoom out, and we're going to do the event card, which is always horrible. Ah, yes, the event card. Let's get to it. It's, of course, going to be terrible. So we're going to have 3 zombies showing up. Each player rolls the dice. Players who roll less than 7 must discard one of his or her cards of his choice, excluding radio pieces. No! So if you roll less than 7, you have to discard a card of his or her choice, except for radio pieces. Oh, dear me. That's bad news. Well, let's start with Father Michael. Let's see what he gets. He's got a lot of stuff, so he gets a 9. He discards nothing. All right, Sandra, do you have to discard something? She rolls a 7. She doesn't discard anything. Come on, Al, don't lose your Tire Iron. Al does not roll. He rolls a 6. No! Al has to discard his Tire Iron. He lost it. Darn it! That is awful. So now he has absolutely no weapons, and he has 1 wound on him as well. And now it is time to add 3 zombies to the board. Oh, goodness. Alright, zombie number 1 is going to show up in location 6, and it is a Shambler. Alright. Alright. And the second one is going to show up in 5. Okay, this is all good. It's all away from us. Another Shambler. Alright. And lastly, we get one in another 5. Okay, this is actually helping us out a bit. Another Shambler. So, wow. Alright, that was 3 Shamblers coming out. And now, oh my goodness, now they're going to move, and I have to try and figure out all of these guys on the yard can see Sandra. I think they're going to shift lanes. The ones inside the cabin, I think, can see everything in the cabin. They're going to try to get to Al. We've got 3. Oh boy. I'm going to zoom down to the different sections, and we're going to move them. We have so many to move, and I have to figure out exactly how they're going to move. I don't think these guys can see these ones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So in 1, I'm going to do the inside of the cabin. So this brute's going to try to get over here to these guys. We're going to split up the Shamblers, 1 in each way. They're equidistant, so they're going to go around the inside the cabin. You don't go clockwise or counterclockwise. You just go whichever way, and we'll send the brute over here. Strategically, of course, because actually we could send them all that way, but we'll split the Shamblers up. All the inside cabin has moved. All of these guys are going to shift lanes because they're going to try to get over here to Sandra, and they see her because they can see everything in the 2 arcs beside them. And that was 1. There's nothing in 2, nothing in 3. We have creepers now in 4. So we're going to roll a dice. A 2. So the creepers don't move. None of the creepers move. We have 3 of them on the boards. Alright, in 5 we have a brute going straight ahead and the 2 shamblers. And in 6 we have the creeper's not going to move, the brute's going to move ahead, and so is the shambler. And that's it. So that's not horrible. What is horrible is we have to do another turn, and we need to get the rest of the radio pieces. And I think we might be doing alright. It's going to be Father Michael going first. We're going to zoom down, we're going to have him take his turn. Alright, once again, Father Michael's going to use his special ability, which says, on your turn, you may give one of your actions to another player for immediate use. He's going to give Sandra that action. He's going to let Sandra move 1 space over here to this clearing with this radio piece. That's all good. And he's got 1 action remaining. He has 5 items. He is going to go ahead and give the machete to Al. He's going to exchange this to Al. Al has no weapons at all. So he's going to give the machete to Al. He still has a candlestick, helmet, and hammer and nails, and trail mix, which means he can really move a long way. That's the end of Father Michael's turn. Over we go to Sandra. We're going to zoom in and see what she's going to do. Well, I think it's pretty obvious what Sandra's going to do. For her first action, she's going to pick up that radio piece. She now has all 3 radio pieces, a pipe wrench and a club. She's got 5 items. But for her second action, she's going to go ahead. She's going to have 1 shambler. She's going to go ahead and start assembling the radio. Alright, and it does take an action to put the radio together, so she's going to go ahead for 1 action and start assembling the radio. So now she actually has 1, 2, 3, 4 items now, because the radio is partly put together. Once it's completely together, it'll count as just 1 item. That's the end of Sandra's turn, and up next and last for this turn, for our hero, is going to be Al. Alright, Al's sitting right here with Father Michael. Al might as well go ahead and start getting some cabin items. We're going to have a brute in his face. You know, he's going to go ahead and search. We have to start getting some guns or something. So he searches and he finds... Oh, God, no! Oh, wow. A zombie appears as you search the cabin. Immediately draw a zombie, place the same space as you, discard this card, and draw another one. So that doesn't count as his draw, but he does get a zombie creeping out from under the bed, I guess, and he gets, oh my God, he gets a brawler. Of course he finds a brawler. Okay, he has a machete. Should he try and attack the brawler? He's got a wound. I think he's going to, oh dear. I think he's going to go ahead and search the cabin again. He scared one from out of the, you can search if there's a zombie in your space. Whoops, this guy should be pointing towards the center. The hit points always point towards the center. And what does he find? Mine's an AK-47. All right. Distribute up to 4 points of damage among as many zombies in range as you choose. After use, flip the card as a... Oh, that is right on. So Al found an AK-47. So I guess he was rummaging around under the bed looking for something. Found the AK-47, and also a zombie came crawling out as well. And that's going to end off that. Unfortunately now, we do have the zombie turn. And I don't think Al had to fight that zombie as soon as it showed up. I'm a little flaky on some of these rules, because you can choose to fight a zombie if you want, but you don't have to. And I don't think they just automatically fight you if they're in the same space on your hero turn, unless you move into a space with a zombie. A little bit unclear about that, but the zombies are going to go now, so there will definitely be a fight with the brawler happening. So I'm going to zoom out, and we're going to have the event card, and then we're going to have zombie movement and fights. Oh boy. Oh boy, here comes the event card. Yeah, so you don't actually fight it if it shows up. As far as I can tell, the rules are a little bit flaky, like I said. Definitely on the zombie turn now, they will be fighting. So let's do the event card first. Oh my God, we get another... Oh, not a Shambler Storm. All Shamblers move 1 additional space during... And we get 3. Oh my God. Alright, well, all Shamblers are going to move right now. That's bad. So this Shambler will move towards our 2 heroes. This one will keep moving this way. Oh boy, this is bad. We have 3 Shamblers here are going to change lanes to try to get That's Sandra. And these two Shamblers are going to move ahead. This Shambler will change lanes right into the space of Sandra. Yeah, these two couldn't see her. All right, that's Shambler extra movement. Yay, yeehaw. All right, we get 3 more zombies on the board. I don't even know if we have any more zombies in the bag. Oh, we do. We have more. In 5, we get a Sprinter. All right, that's 1. Oh, man. In space 2, we get, oh, geez, of course, we get a Sprinter. We get a Sprinter. Sandra's going to be in a wee bit of trouble here. And lastly, we get, oh, no. In 2, we get a Brawler. Oh, my God, that's 1. I just about freaked out there for a second. Oh, my God. All right, now it is zombie movement. This is bad. This is very bad. So these 3 Shamblers then, because they got that extra movement, are going to go in the space and the face of Sandra. She now has 4 Shamblers in here, so that's space 1. Everybody's moved. Over to 2, this Brute will change lanes to get to Sandra. The Sprinter is going to go 1, 2. The Sprinter is going to be attacking Sandra. The Brute will change lanes. These 2 guys move into the space. We have a Brute of Al. And this Shambler then will move in here. This Brute will move there, doing all the inside stuff. All right, nothing in 3. The Creepers. We got to roll for Creeper movement. And we roll 5. The Creepers move this time. They're going to go straight ahead. We have another Creeper over here. Oh, hang on. This Creeper will change lanes to get to Sandra. All right, in 4, we had Creepers. We already moved the inside. In 5, all of these guys get inside the cabin. And you can see we're in a little bit of trouble. The Sprinter, 1, 2. And over here, the Brute is inside the cabin. All right, let's do Sandra's fights first. And she has a lot of them. She's got 4 Shamblers and a Sprinter. Is she going to survive this? You don't know. Let's find out. Zoom down and get rolling dice. Alright, well there's going to be a fight. She's going to have 5 fights. She has to fight each zombie individually. She's going to start off fighting the first Shambler with her club. And so let's just roll up the dice, see if she can take that Shambler out. Come on, Sandra! And she rolls a 5 and does not win that fight because she needs a 7, or she needs an 8 plus. The Shambler is going to do her a damage, or she can discard the card she used. And she's going to go ahead and discard her club. So that was a failure. She doesn't take a wound. 4 more fights to go. The next Shambler, she might as well start going ahead using the pipe wrench. Humans win on ties, damage 1 zombie for 2 points. Well, that's the only weapon she has, and she wins on ties. So she might as well use it. So this time she does need a 7 or better. Come on, Sandra. Let's not blow this. She gets a 9. And with a pipe wrench, she takes the Shambler right out of the picture. 3 more fights to go. All right, the next Shambler with the pipe wrench. And she gets... No! She blows it. So she either takes a wound. I'm going to move the Shambler over there. I'm just putting it to the other side so I know that we fought them. She either takes a wound or loses the pipe wrench. She's going to go ahead and take her first wound. Remember, if you take 3 wounds, you're dead and you turn into a zombie yourself. She's got 2 more fights to go. They are both 7s. She has the pipe wrench. And humans win on ties. So we need a 7 plus again for the next Shambler. Come on! And she gets another 5. Oh, well, another 5, eh? She's going to keep the pipe wrench. She's going to take her second injury. This is absolutely horrible. She takes another injury. She's dead. So the Shambler injured her. All right, last fight with the pipe wrench. She needs a 7. Come on! And she gets a 9. This time taking the Sprinter out. The Sprinter has 2 health. But if you look closely at the pipe wrench, deal 1 zombie for 2 points of melee damage if the combat is 1. So Sandra's got 2 wounds on her now. 3 zombies in her space. But she retained the pipe wrench and she has all 3 radio pieces. That's bad. Alright, we got a bunch of fights to do over here now inside the cabin. We have to alternate between characters. The closest one to the bait token is Al. So we're going to start with Al. So it's going to be Al, Michael, Al, Michael, Al, Michael, back and forth until we fight all of the zombies. Oh boy. What do we have in here? We've got, and we can choose the order we fight them out. We got 4. Let's do these the way we want to do them. Alright, Al has the Muchetti. So Al might as well take on the Brute to start with. It has the most hit points. Alright, I'm going to stack them here. I'm going to put them over there, and then we're going to put them back. And Al's going to go ahead. Well, Al can just use the AK-47 and outright deal 4 damage. I believe you can just use a ranged weapon. Do we want to go ahead and do that? I think we might want to just go ahead and do that. Distribute up to 4 points of damage to as many zombies in range as you choose, because you can use a gun if you're being attacked. You know, he's going to go ahead and do that. He's going to go right ahead, and he's going to do 3. He's going to do 4 damage. He's going to take out the Brute and the one Shambler. Just boom. But that's going to use up his AK-47, which flips over to a club. Alright, that was Al having a fight. Next up is Father Michael. Father Michael will take on the Brawler. Father Michael will use the Candlestick to do that. You may re-roll 1 die each melee combat, and it'll do 1 damage. So let's see if that's going to work. So he's going to go ahead and roll. He needs a 9, basically, to take him out, but he can re-roll 1 of his dice. Of course, he's going to re-roll the 1. Why wouldn't he? Excuse me, and he gets an 11. Hits the Brute for 1 damage. Brute is down to 1 health. Back we go to Al. Al's going to use his club on the Shambler, so he needs an 8. And he gets a 9. He takes the Shambler out. This is awesome. Alright, this guy's left in here with 1 health. Good stuff completely. Oh my god, that's the end of it. We've done all the fighting, and we're gonna zoom out, wrap up our episode for today. Alright, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. I don't know if we did very... We got Sandra in big trouble here. She's got 2 wounds on her, but she's got the radio and all the pieces. She's got 1 action to put it together, 2 actions to call the van. Oh boy, we're in trouble. We got a lot of zombies on the board. Al and Father Michael doing okay inside the building, I think. We got to call the van, get to it, get out of here. I don't know if we're going to do that. So here's where we sit. So basically, Sandra's going to be going first next episode. And she's got a pipe wrench. She's got most of the radio put together. 1 more action to put it completely together. And she's got 2 wounds on her. 1 more wound and she's going to be a zombie and fighting against Al and Father Michael and drop all the radio pieces. Al's got the machete and a club. He's got 1 wound on him. And we have Father Michael's got a candlestick, a helmet, hammer, nails, and trail mix. This is a good card. Move up to 3 spaces, not costing an action. So that's where we sit. We're going to end off today. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. Really helps out my channel. Appreciate it. And we're going to continue on with this as soon as possible. Hopefully tomorrow. Finish up the series. We're getting close to, wow, getting annihilated maybe. It's a tough game. We need more items from the cat. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So thanks so much. We'll see you next time for Dead Panic 3-player game. Oh my god, yes, correction at the end of the episode. I totally forgot, Al, the Grr card, the zombie card that came up, you were supposed to draw another card. So I did another search for Al. He actually did 2 searches. So we're going to just go ahead and do another search for him right now and see what he gets. He would have gotten another item. He gets a rifle. Okay, so it's a double shot rifle, range of 3. So we're just going to add that to his inventory. He did use the AK-47, but I forgot that when he drew that Grr zombie card that showed up, you actually get to draw another card, and then I'll have another action left to do another search. So all cleared up. We should be good to go for next episode. Thanks so much, and we'll see you then. But wait, there's more. Okay, here's what happened. We did have a Shambler here. We had Sandra there. We had Al and Father Michael over here. When the Shambler had that extra movement, Sandra had the bait token. They are equidistant. Inside the building they can hear everywhere, so they will go towards survivors. But this zombie can also see Sandra out here. Because Sandra's got the bait token, it would have moved towards her. And then during the zombie movement, she would have to fight it. I did the fight over here with Al, wouldn't have happened. So we still have a Brute in here with 1 hit point. But we do now have the Shambler having to fight Sandra. 1 last fight. Sandra's got the pipe wrench. She needs... she wins on ties. Alright, let's see what she gets. And she gets a 6. There would have been a 6 if I don't flip the dice around. 6. And so she loses against the Shambler. So she either takes a wound, turns into a zombie herself, or, darn it, she loses the pipe wrench. She ditches the pipe wrench, gets stuck in the zombie's head. So she's basically left with 1 radio, 2, or she's got all 3 radio pieces. 2 are put together, 1 are not. And that's going to end off. She will be starting out next episode. I apologize for the errors. I got everything fixed now, hopefully. Thanks so much. See you next time, Dead Panic. And we're playing a 3-player game.